welcome to my views on news. Three news stories. First one is from Tigray. Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau, Tigray Regional Government's Department issued a statement yesterday accusing an opposition party. The opposition party's meeting was stormed by Tigray police 2 days ago. What is Tigray government's position? Is it convincing? I have details for you. It seems Tigray government failed to convince people through this statement. Secondly, Addis Ababa, where Addis Ababa mayor office today issued a statement sharing pictures of newly purchased city buses. The Addis Ababa government has purchased 200 buses, Haiger company buses from China, I think. But the cost of this project, cost of buses is very high. I have checked prices of international level buses of European companies. The price mentioned by Addis Ababa mayor office is 4 times higher than the price of a world-class bus being produced in Europe, not in China. Details for you. And thirdly, viewers, PM Abiy yesterday announced that he had fulfilled a promise and export of wheat had started. How much wheat is being exported from Ethiopia, and is Ethiopia food sufficient? Ethiopia is exporting electricity as well, while millions are without power. Firstly, viewers, Tigray Communication Affairs Bureau, a department of Tigray regional government, issued a statement last night about what happened at a meeting of Tigray Independence Party, TIP. 2 days ago, Tigray Independence Party, which is an opposition party based in Tigray, its meeting was stormed by Tigray police. The participants, party workers, journalists who were covering the meeting, they were dispersed. So TIP was not allowed to hold a meeting. What is Tigray government's position? Tigray government says, firstly, that Tigray Independence Party did not seek permission from City Council of Mekelle, because this meeting was in Mekelle, for this meeting. The party, TIP, only contacted police, that police should provide security for this meeting. And TIP's position was that government is illegitimate, it's illegal, and TIP is not bound to seek permission from the government. It is only bound, it should only contact local police for provision of security, which it did. But police refused. Police said that the party should apply for permission from city council. Then the hotel where this meeting was planned, its owner also refused to host the party's meeting because the party did not have a permission from Mekelle government. In protest, party workers took to the streets out of the hotel, and then police arrived there and police dispersed the protesters. This is the story which has been shared by Tigray government in its statement through Tigray External Affairs Bureau. Now, I have a few questions. Firstly, why is that a political party should seek permission from city council for a meeting which is an indoor meeting? It wasn't a public meeting. It was being held at a hotel. It wasn't in open place. Generally, political parties, they intimate local police, which provides security. If there is ban, if there are some extraordinary circumstances then the parties seek permission. Which extraordinary circumstances are now in Tigray that opposition parties are bound to have permission from regional government, from local city government for a meeting with participation of a few dozen people at a hotel. It means this plea, this justification taken by the government to deny TIP's meeting is not convincing. It does not hold water. Basically, TPLF is not allowing opposition parties which are questioning TPLF's 2-year-long performance. Which, the parties are questioning the peace agreement as well, Pretoria deal too. TPLF does not want anyone in Tigray to question the Pretoria deal and question the disarmament of Tigray forces. That is why it is discouraging political activity of opposition parties in Tigray. That is what seems to be the case. Secondly, viewers, Addis Ababa Mayor Office today issued a statement sharing pictures of newly purchased buses by the government, city government. Addis Ababa government has purchased 200 buses from China, Haiger Company buses. Cost of the buses is very high. 200 buses have been purchased for 3.8 billion Ethiopian birrs. It means that cost of one bus would be around 20 million Ethiopian birrs. Now, I have checked the prices of buses, Volvo and other international brands buses, which are modern, fully equipped, with AC as well, with other modern facilities. None of them costs more than 100,000 US dollars, around 100,000 US dollars, which would be around 5 million Ethiopian birrs. So European world-class buses for city travel, they cost around 5 million Ethiopian birrs for one piece. Chinese brand Haiger, of course, it is not as expensive as European ones. The price of Chinese Haiger bus would be definitely lower than that of European brands. So either the government office, Addis Ababa Mayor Office, has made a mistake. The number, the amount being shared is too high. There is corruption involved in this project. Either there is corruption involved or the mayor office has made a mistake. The number shared is too high. And there is no separate track going to be built for these buses, no separate bus stations. That is what we have learnt. The mayor office said the buses have modern facilities like charging port is there, which is not a modern facility, by the way. Now it is available in Chinese brands for years. So the government, city government, must clarify what is the cost of one bus, what is the price of one bus of Haiger Company. You can check the price of one Haiger Company bus online as well. It's available. So the government should clarify what happened. Is the corruption involved or the mayor office made a mistake? We'll try to update you, viewers. Thirdly, PM Abiy yesterday was in Ballet, which is known for wheat production for decades. And there he announced that he had fulfilled a promise and that Ethiopia had started export of wheat. And he has been saying for the last few years that he was working to make Ethiopia food sufficient, that his target was food sufficiency for Ethiopia. And yesterday he said he had fulfilled a promise. Now, the promise will be fulfilled after all Ethiopians have wheat available for their needs and surplus wheat is available for export. That is we call food self-sufficiency. While millions are dependent on foreign aid, wheat aid, food aid, how can you say that the government has fulfilled the responsibility, the promise of exporting of wheat? No, government has not fulfilled the responsibility. Tigray, Amhara, Afar, Somali, Oromia, war hit areas, drought hit areas, they are receiving aid. Aid organizations are providing wheat, flour to the people of Ethiopia. How can we say that Ethiopia is in a position to feed all its people and now it is going to start export of wheat? Government is exporting wheat. Why? Because it is in dire need of cash. Government's foreign exchange reserves have dwindled to a dangerous level and no new loans approved by IMF so far. No grants, large grants as well. That is why government is privatizing its assets, selling its assets. Government is exporting wheat. Government is selling electricity as well. While millions are without electricity in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is selling power to Kenya. Wheat could also be sold to Kenya. So it's not that everything is well in Ethiopia and progress is being made regarding wheat production, power generation. Rather, government wants to raise foreign exchange reserves, which are dangerously low. Otherwise, government needs to do a lot to feed all its people before thinking of start of exporting of wheat and electricity. Thank you for watching.